Yes, morning guys. So the time is just gone 3:30 a.m. Saturday morning. What on earth am I doing? Well, I'm at the gym. We are about to do training run one. Yes, it's going to be on the treadmill. I'm trying to protect the knees as we have Light Horse Ultra 3 weeks today in Woodvale in Perth. So I was up at 3 a.m. Tried not to wake the household up. Grabbed all my stuff. Bowl of Cocoa Pops just to get some early energy into me, and then we're going to try and do 30 to 50 k's this morning on the treadmill. Hopped in the car, and this is where the ADHD kicked in. So literally just about to pull off my drive, realised that I had one of these in the fridge in the garage and love the fizz sensation. Went back in to grab it out the fridge, realised then that, or noticed on the floor of the garage, there was a couple of things that were out of place. So started tidying them up in the garage. Then I realised that I'd forgot something that was still on the kitchen bench. So I went in there, noticed something in my theatre room. Next minute I'm doing 4 different tasks, and I was about to literally set off the driveway 5 minutes before that. Anyway, we've made it to the gym, and thinking I'd be the only one at this silly hour. I'm not. There's three or four cars already here, so right, let's get in there and let's get into it. I just walked in here. This is the gym. Get on the treadmill. There's already people in here, mental like me. Well, we're going to get down here right at the end, right out of the way for when people start coming in at the normal hour. So this is Raw. This is where we train. Right, so we're all set up, ready to go. Down on the end treadmill, so we've got a bag of snacks down there. I've got 3 litres of tailwind, should get me through. And then we're going to adopt the, I'm still going to adopt the same sort of technique. 4 minutes jogging, 2 minutes walking, but I'm going to make the jogging pace quicker, as to be honest, I don't want to be on the treadmill for freaking hours upon end. So yeah, let's get into it and we will see you shortly. That's 20 minutes done. 3.2 k's, 245 calories at the moment. I've been the 4 and 2 to be honest, immediately. So sort of running at 10 kph for a while, and then I'll just keep my walking as close to 2 minutes as I can, just to jump on here and obviously keep you updated. One thing I noticed at Birdies, and maybe Shane Harris can answer this, or I'll ask the lads if I see him at Light Horse. I noticed at times they were actually running a bit quicker, or sort of lifting their knees up more and running from the hips. And I don't know if that's because when you're running at such a slow pace, the load on your knees, it's something that I noticed. So by at times pacing your strides out, opening your legs out, I wonder if that's actually more beneficial, so your knees are not just taking a pounding in constantly in that bent position. So that's half an hour done. You can see that screen, it says I've done 12 circles, currently what, 4.7, so it's not quick. Just over 30 minutes, 360 calories in. So on the treadmill it gives us circles. I think they're 400 metre circles, so I'll put it out there. What do you reckon the total circles will be? Hoping I get 40 to 50k. So have a guess how many circles, and I'll also put it out there. How many steps do you reckon I'll complete on this run? Bearing in mind 13 hours down at Birdies was 160,000 steps. How many steps do you reckon I've done during this training run? Alright, so we're 45 minutes in. That's roasting in here, fans are off. So 7.1 k's. It's quite interesting, isn't it, really? So I just tracked sort of the 6.7k, what the backyard ultras are, and I did that in 42:38, which would be considered a fairly quick lap, obviously when you're going for hours on end. But yeah, it's interesting when you're fresh and you get back on the treadmill. Yeah, if I was just to do 6.7k's fresh on a treadmill, it'd be about 26 minutes. So yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, so just so you can have a look, you can see 557 cals, just over 46 minutes, 7.2k's. Have a look. Still pretty dead in here. It's a decent gym, this Raw. So Raw in Coburn, decent gym. Yeah, obviously legs feel completely fresh at the moment, but you know, you're always going to train with niggles, and the top of my left foot, that was sore after Birdies, and I can feel that already. That's just pounding on the ground. I think, I'm hoping it's not a hairline fracture, but at the end of the day, I just push on. People ask me, why do you train the way you do? And there's plenty of people that train like me, harder than me. I mean, I like to train twice a day. Normally weights in the morning before work, and then cardio during my lunch break, or if I'm on an early shift, cardio at lunch, and then I'll train weights. And I've done that consistently for the last 3 years with a consistent diet, and then consistency pays off. So right, we'll keep going. We got 3 litres of tailwind, so 1.5 there, 1.5 down to my left. We've got enough snacks, pretzels and a couple of gels. That'll easily get me through 40-50k's, whatever I decide to do today. Guys, so that's an hour and a half in, 1100 calories. Distance currently 14.1. We're averaging about 9.4k's an hour at the moment. Yeah, you probably can't see that screen actually, but yeah, see the bottom bit. Legs feel good. Again, top of the left foot is sore. Few aches and pains, but what do you expect? I'm not getting any younger, and just push through these things. A couple of people do say to me, how do you run for so long on a treadmill? And the answer is, I just zone out. Whether that's the military mentality that was installed in me from 17, I just zone out. Like, I'm doing 10-minute blocks at the moment, 2 minutes walking, 8 minutes jogging. So I just know I break it down into 10. I'm not looking at 3, 4, 5 hours. I'm just looking at it 10-minute blocks, and I zone out. And then I suppose that's a good thing when I'm thinking of things now to talk about on some content. And that's what comes to mind then is one of my good mates who I served with, lives in Canada, Brooksy, legend of a man. Yeah, he watched one of my videos and said I had him in stitches, but yeah, maybe at some time we'll, under the effects of alcohol, but we'll discuss naked star jumps in Tenerife. I'm sure that would be a good content heading on YouTube. Naked star jumps in Lineker's Tenerife bar. Jesus. But that's what life's about, memories. Not sitting there when you're 80, 85, 90 wishing you'd done something. People are going to slag you off no matter what you do in life, whether it's good, bad or indifferent. And like I said the other day, those people are not your pals, they're not your mates. They might seem to be, but yeah, they're just not. So right, let's crack on. 14.4 k's in. I'll check in at the 2 hour mark. It's 2 hours in now. 18.8 k's, 14.58 cals. Legs are still feeling good, so into the 3rd hour. Checking soon. Righto, just over 3 hours in. I was going to jump back on at 2.5 hours, but again, this is the ADHD in it. So 2.5 hours in, I was just about to jump on, and then a young girl, lady, got on there. Right next to me is the like a Jacob's ladder stepper. So she got on there to do her workout, and then I was like, oh nah, I won't start filming in case she starts thinking, who's this idiot trying to vlog his workout. But then it's funny, innit? You think that, and then your mind's racing. How long are you going to be on that for? But then I'm quite happy to post it on YouTube to the world. But the joys of having a mind that goes a million miles an hour, and that's why I'm looking forward to doing an episode. Me and Nikki are going to do that one actually. So we'll do the episode on being diagnosed with ADHD at the age of 40, which answered a lot of questions for me. Anyway, so have a look at this. So 182 minutes in, which is obviously 3 hours 2 minutes. Currently 2,188 calories burnt according to the treadmill. 28.3 k's done. My legs feel fine in terms of like quads. Top of my left foot's pretty sore actually now. 6th sense tells me that's a hairline fracture, but it is what it is. Push through. I've had one no-dose tablet just after 2 hours. So yeah, this is just a training run, so I'm going to keep going. And we've been averaging 9.3, 9.4 k's so far. I've walked a bit longer now. Been walking 2 minutes, jogging 8, but because I've jumped on here now, we're just approaching 4 minutes of walking. 5.5 k's to 6 k's an hour. But yeah, 3 hours 51 in. Gym's getting a bit busier now. Tunes are blasting, as you can hear in the background. But yeah, still feel alright really. I'm not going for time. It's all about getting the k's in. So we're 34.6 k's in now. 2,680 cals. We've had to pause it for a couple of wee stops. Main legs. I mean, obviously your legs are going to feel something. Oh, I hope so. 34.5 k's in. Yeah, top of the left foot, nothing's changed there. But tell you what is bloody hurting. Rookie error. I didn't put any tape on me nips. Me right bloody nip. My right nipple's freaking starting to sting. Jonesy son. Freaking schoolboy rookie error that. Freaking hell. Nothing worse than nip rub. So yeah, hopefully that little baby's alright. But anyway, apart from that, we might go for a marathon. We're only, what, 7 and a bit k's off. I don't know. Feeling alright. Still got the weekend to spend with the family, so yeah, I said anywhere between 30 and 50 k's. I just wanted to see how the legs were holding up after the birdies last weekend. So rightio, catch you on the next one. Funny really, isn't it? I'm going to pull the pin here now, just over 35 k's, but I'm looking at it going, right, you know, don't need to push it any further than you need to. 35 k's is good, so I'm like, right, let's round this off. And then I realised I'm approaching 4 hours. So ADHD again, maybe OCD, maybe a bit of both. Became mad Jonesy son, mad. Anyway, so we're going to round it off at 4 hours. 15 seconds to go. 2,740 calories I reckon this is going to be, according to the treadmill. So yeah, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. So we've done 2,740 calories, 4 hours exactly, and 35.4 Ks. I can't see that screen because the... Oh, I was going to ask you how many steps you thought I did actually, but that's just giving it away. Heart rate was pretty good, 108 beats per minute for the whole time. Alright, we'll get out of the gym, we'll jump in the car, we'll do a bit of debrief about it. Right, we just got home. It's taken me half an hour to figure out what I'm doing. I'm looking forward to doing this ADHD podcast, whatever you want to call it. Got home, was on the phone to me mate. I wanted to get the house vacuumed before the wife gets home so we can get on with the Saturday. Then I'm like, do I film myself making a coffee? What's the point in that? It's not like we've got the freaking world's best coffee machine. So I'm like, well, stood there for 2 minutes, thinking, do I film it? Don't I film it? Trying to get this microphone in place, freaking numpty Dave. Anyway, here we are back. So yeah, I was up at 3 o'clock this morning. We'll edit that footage from the gym. Ended up rounding it off, like I said, at 4 hours, just over 35 Ks. So it was either going to be 35.5 Ks or 4 hours. So I went with the 4 hours, nice round number. Wanted to hit somewhere between 30 and 50 Ks. Could have kept going for a marathon. But to prove what, I suppose. It's all about getting the time on the legs at the moment. So yeah, get the house clean. And then I actually bought my own cupping kit. So don't knock this till you try it, because massage places charge a fortune. I've got my own cupping kit. A friend I know is a massage therapist, remedial massage therapist. And he told me that the cupping kits are brilliant because when you're getting massages, obviously everything's being pushed in, whereas with the cupping, it's all being sucked out. $7 off Temu. Got 12 cups. I'll show you on another video. 12 cups. You get some cream from Chemist Warehouse or from my mates watching in the UK, Priceline or whatever you've got over there. Put a bit of cream on and then I just sit there watching TV or whatever I'm doing. And absolutely brilliant. So I've got 4 lovely purple circles on my right leg. So yeah, no issues from the knees really, just on that run. A bit of pain on the top of the left foot. Other than that, yeah, pretty good. But as I say, me poor right nip, freaking rookie Ever Jonesy son, freaking didn't put any tape on. So it is what it is. My stepson was actually asking what fluids I take. So I actually bought this. I know a lot of the ultra runners use it. So this stuff here, Tailwind, really good. So this is the watermelon with lime flavour. It's not the cheapest product in the world, $90 for 50 servings. But what you get out of it is, so 1 scoop, 27 grams. So 2 scoops to about 500 to 600 mils of water. And then that's basically giving you liquid carbohydrates, sodium, and electrolytes. And I think, yeah, 200 calories per 2 scoops. So when you're out on these runs, I was trying to consume about 450 calories last week. And I don't know whether that was enough or not, because I sweat quite a lot on these events. But yeah, that's what I was doing. So rather than obviously trying to get heaps of normal food into you, it's 200 calories just in that there from the Tailwind. So you can get it online. Tribe and Trail in Perth do it. You can buy it online. Yeah, so that's the bigger bag. I think it was about $90 for 50 servings. So pretty good. So just me in the house at the moment. The wife's at the gym. Stepson's gone to the gym. So I want to get this house clean. And then, what a guy, eh? Look at this. So Flower Friday yesterday, so treated the wife to a lovely bunch of very expensive flowers. So I've earned myself, I reckon, 100 brownie points to use at my disposal. So apart from that, it's a lovely day in Perth. I think it's going to be about 22 degrees, and we're in the middle of winter. And then at 3 o'clock, we're going to go and watch the stepson. He plays Aussie Rules, last game of the season for Jackie Boy. So they've gone unbeaten all season. And then one of his players today is kicking, hopefully, his 100th goal, which I believe is the first time that may have been done in the league. So they've got permission. I believe the media are coming down. I might even film that. Media coming down, and once this lad, I don't know his name, one of Jack's mates, once this lad kicks his 100th goal, there's permission for ref to stop the game, and then all the players and subs basically swarm the pitch. So took me a while to get into the Aussie Rules or AFL. I have to say though, I love the physicality of it compared to our football. But some games can be a whitewash. But yeah, pretty good game. Very physical. You have to be very fit to play that thing. So yeah, I'm getting a lot of nice messages. So thank you very much. This YouTube thing, it's a long haul. If it ever goes anywhere, fantastic. If it doesn't, I've got mates at home, family at home, work colleagues that have messaged me saying they're liking what they're hearing. So I'm happy to discuss anything really, but I'm going to start off with what's important to me. But if there's anything you guys want me to sort of sit down, talk about, bring people on, I'm going to buy a MacBook and then sort of can use this camera to sort of film and then merge it all together. That's going to be the next goal eventually. Eventually, I'd like to go into full podcasts. There is some stuff that I won't be able to discuss due to my line of work, and I am not going into that. But yeah, there's enough stuff that I can discuss, and hopefully it'll be good content. A couple of people have asked me why I'm always wearing glasses, because that's not the norm. Well, look, I'm 41 years old now. I'm an old boy. I don't need them all the time. I usually wear them for sort of close-up reading. But the missus thinks I look hot in them. So now I'm wearing them a bit more. But no, jokes aside, I just wear them for reading. I mean, you try and give me the phone now at 41 and start reading the bloody message. And no, I can't do it. Anyway, that's it. So nice start for me Saturday morning. Enjoy your weekend, guys. Hope you like what I've put together on this one, and we will see you on the next one.